I wish I was joking when I say this, but this is the third time I am recording this entire video. I'm actually really excited you guys hit 70K on my channel. I'm about to make a 1-year anniversary with basically taking YouTube as a serious job in September, and we hit 70K in about a year, and that is super duper amazing. Thank you guys so much. And for that, I am doing a 70K giveaway in the middle of this video. So you're gonna have to stay tuned to see how you can win what I am giving away. Let's get into the topic at hand. I lost 75 pounds my freshman year of college, and I am not a personal trainer or a nutritionist. So this is all coming from my personal experience. If you're interested in learning some things that I do to prevent myself from overeating, keep watching. I could not be more excited to talk to you guys about something that I'm actually really passionate about. So we're gonna talk about overeating and what that means to me and the 2 separate types of overeating that I kind of identify with. So let's get into it. So I basically break up overeating into 2 separate categories. The first one being eating in an unintentional caloric surplus, and the second one being eating until you are uncomfortably full and overly satisfied past your satiation point, and you continue to eat and then you feel uncomfortable, you're overeating. So we're gonna talk about both of these separately, and yeah, let's talk about eating in an accidental caloric surplus. So to lose weight, you have to be in a caloric deficit. Being in a caloric deficit means that you are eating less calories than it takes to maintain your current weight. So if it takes me 1,600 calories to maintain my 150 pounds on my body, and I started to eat at 1,400 calories, I will eventually get to a weight where my body can sustain itself at 1,400 calories. It cannot hold on to 150 pounds. It needs to adjust for the caloric intake that I have. Therefore, I will lose the excess fat and then, lose weight. That's basically it. So if that's confusing to you, that's okay. It's confusing to a lot of people, but actually it's super duper simple when it's applied. Basically, you're eating less calories in order to get rid of excess energy that's on your body, aka fat.
If you're looking for ways to track your progress other than just weighing yourself, I picked up these Atexity body fat scales. There's an app that you can hook up to the scale through Bluetooth, and it can tell you more than your weight. You get your bone density, your muscle mass, your visceral fat. It's really cool. You also get your metabolic age, and both scales are excellent. I'm absolutely in love with them. I think a really interesting thing that I've found that I've been tracking ever since I used it, my favorite is actually the ESF24, and I've been paying close attention to the amount of water that I've been retaining. And the cool thing is you can go to the trend section and get a nice convenient chart that lets you know how much you have either progressed or digressed, whatever it is, towards whatever goal you have, or just to check out what's going on, just to figure out what's going on with you, inside of you. And that's all with those cool little silver electronic panels on the side. So you just gotta make sure that you have bare feet and it'll be able to read your body. Very interesting and very cool. And if you guys want to check them out, that link will be in the description.
Okay, great, fantastic. We got that out of the way. Now, you need to know how many calories that you're eating right now in order to assess if you are actually eating in a caloric surplus. Now, you probably are. If you're clicking on this video and you're overeating and you feel like you're gaining weight or you have a lot of excess body fat, you're probably eating in a caloric surplus, which is fine. But the problem is you probably don't really know where all the calories are coming from because you probably don't consciously look at everything that you are eating at a glance. So this helped me get out of my accidental caloric surplus. It is this. I actually wrote down everything that I ate for about 3 days. You don't have to write everything down. You can use apps. My personal favorite was MyFitnessPal. A lot of people are actually really weird about counting calories because people have addicted personalities, or they get obsessive with the whole process of losing weight, because it really does work when you count your calories. You will see results if you are actually consistent and dedicated to it. Therefore, please do not initiate in counting calories if you start to feel shitty about it and you start to feel an unhealthy connection with it. There are other ways to lose weight But I think it is really important for at least 3 days, if you have never counted calories before, to just kind of see what you're eating. And kind of, it's a wake-up call, honestly. And I think it's really interesting when people realize that they basically go, oh, I don't eat breakfast, I eat 3 snacks, and then I have a dinner, and like they don't realize how many calories are those 3 snacks or how much ranch dressing is in their dinner. So I started to count my calories when I first started to lose weight, and it really helped me recognize what it looks like to overeat your calories. And now I found a really healthy balance. So now I don't count my calories anymore, and that's the goal. When you are starting this journey, the goal is to get off of the diet mentality. There's nothing wrong with being on a diet. Everybody is on a diet. A diet doesn't mean that you're going through something traumatic to do fast weight loss. A diet is basically, in its actual sense, if you look at it from an animal standpoint, what you eat on the day-to-day basis. So just assess your diet, tweak your diet, but you can't assess or tweak your diet if you don't know or understand what you're actually putting into your body on the day-to-day. So look at everything that you eat, look at all the calories, and the next step after that to decrease your caloric surplus is to start to replace those items with things that are less calorically dense. So there's a lot of healthy foods that are actually really calorically dense, fun fact, like almonds and avocado and peanut butter. A lot of these things are super good for you. They have really good macros when it comes to fats and proteins, but they are calorically dense, so you need to watch how much of it that you eat every day. I eat about half of an avocado every day. I'm still maintaining quite a a-okay physical physique, if I do say, and I'm still losing weight right now. Currently I'm cutting for ACL. I'm going to ACL in October, so I can't wait to go, and I'm trying to get fit for it, which is a-okay with me. Oh god, what time is it? Okay, I have a yoga class, so I can either keep on talking and be late to my yoga class, or I can go to my yoga class and pick this up later. So I think that's what I'm gonna go do. I'm gonna go to my yoga class because I love yoga. Exercise is super duper important when it comes to maintaining your physical well-being and your mental health, but it's actually not required in order to lose weight. I find this to be very fun. I love doing yoga. It makes me feel amazing and fit. Exercise can really change your composition of the muscles on your body, but if your goal is to only lose fat, it definitely, and I'm just gonna reiterate here, depends on the quality of the calories that you consume and the amount of them that you consume. Quality being processed foods, processed food being factory-made foods made with chemicals and sugars, versus whole foods like vegetables. Basically eating fruits and veggies. So yeah, I'm gonna go exercise because it literally keeps me sane. I will come back and talk about the second part of this overeating thing. So I will see you guys after I do my power yoga, girl. Namaste. That was so cringy. This is my voice. 5 days without finish recording this video. I came from my 5 a.m. yoga class, and I'm gonna finish this video because it's been long overdue. Hi, this is me in the morning time. I haven't talked to like a single human being yet today. I just went to my yoga class, struggled very, very roughly, and now I'm here and talking to you and finishing up this awesome video. So the second part of overeating is the eating to the point where you feel uncomfortably full past being satisfied. A lot of that actually, in my opinion, in my personal experience, has been because of emotional purposes. So it's being emotional and then also not being present in the moment while you're eating your food. So there's really those two main factors. I feel like whenever I would eat past being satisfied, fully full, and then I'd eat until I feel uncomfortably full or wanting to throw up or feeling like I'm gonna throw up. I've never purged or anything like that. So yeah, basically, to help me combat the eating mindlessly, there's like a few things that I did. First thing definitely was to drink a lot more water. So drinking more water kind of helps me determine if I'm like actually craving like nutrients like vitamins and minerals and stuff in my food, or if I'm just thirsty. From what I've read and what I've researched, the body releases the same chemical for chronic thirst than it does for normal
normal hunger, basically just telling you that you need to consume something, and that something is sometimes or most often not water rather than just food. So I do drink a lot of water. I have my hydro flask right here. I keep that thing strapped on me, bro. And for my giveaway, I'm going to give you guys a hydro flask. Yay! So I'm doing a hydro flask giveaway. It's a pretty white one. So all you have to do to join in on this wonderful giveaway is to, 1, be subscribed to my YouTube channel, give a like on this video, and comment something that you didn't really consider before watching this video. So anything that I said that you were like, that's pretty interesting, or any tips that you guys have down below, whatever it is, just comment and you're entered in if you are subscribed and you liked this video. Yay! Win that hydro flask. Get hydrated, girl. But yeah, basically I started drinking a minimum of about half a gallon of water a day. It's like, oh, that's a lot of water. But whenever you start consistently drinking that much water, you like start craving water, and it's fantastic and it's wonderful and it's good for you. So another thing to help me be more mindful about how much I'm consuming is to eat slower. So I chew my food fully, and that slows down your eating. So chewing that food all the way, and then also taking deep breaths in between bites, because when I'm hungry, girl, I'm scarfing the food down like this. I'm gonna gobble that, all of it. Like literally, sometimes when I'm hungry, I'll eat in less than like 5 minutes, like a whole plate of food. It's like really bad. So to help prevent that of me just like jamming food down my mouth, I take some deep breaths in between to be like, whoa bitch, like, are you gonna swallow a bone? Like, is it that bad? Did you eat the paper? Like, did you eat your napkin that you grabbed? I just take breaths in between, just like just trying to calm myself down. Because sometimes when I'm hungry, like I'm really fucking hungry, like if you do something like intermittent fasting, or like you just really don't eat breakfast, but when it's lunchtime, like it's lunchtime, you kind of eat really, really quickly, and you don't know how much food you entered into your body, and your brain's just like, I don't know if I'm full. You ate so damn quick, I can't tell. Another thing that I do is to get my emotions out of it. So I try not to eat sweets when I'm sad. I don't know what it is about sugar. I think it's like the whole comparing sugar to like crack. But something about just them sweets, or just junk food in general, that just makes you think that it's gonna solve all your problems, and if anything is gonna make you feel more like shit, but instead of just emotionally, physically as well. And then you're probably gonna feel bloated and not fit your clothes well, and just continue the cycle of, I'm a piece of shit, I'm not good enough, even though all of those things are invalid. You're lovely, you have the gift of life and breath, and it's fantastic. You're watching this video, you're very, very blessed. So when you eat, try to consume something that literally will just fill your belly. Water, always a good choice. Fruit is very, very good when you're sad. It is sweet, there's still sugar in it, but it's not like ice cream where there's just a very high calorically dense, fatty, sugar-filled goop that you're throwing down your gullet, knocking it back. And when you have all those emotions filled in, you have like this hole in your heart, like this void feeling inside, you're gonna try to fill up that void with that entire tub of fucking ice cream, or whatever it is that you're eating, that 12-piece wing that you ordered from Buffalo Wild Wings with a side of fries and extra ranch. You're gonna try to eat all of that until you feel whole, and then you won't feel whole. And if anything, you're gonna bust a hole in your butthole. So that's not fun. So yeah, and then there's also environmental eating. I've stated all of these things before, but environmental eating, an example of this that I like to use a lot is that you went to the office today, or just any social setting, you ate lunch before you got, or breakfast before you got to work, and then some beautiful person is blessing everybody with donuts. And I've been that person that tried to bless the office with cake and donuts, but you're not hungry. You already ate. You're full. You're satisfied. And then you go and eat like 4 slices of cake or 3 donuts. It's just not, it just doesn't make sense. You're full and you're eating because there's something there. That's environmental eating. Or you see everybody else eating it, so you're like, I might as well have some. But the difference between them and you may be that you're not paying attention to how much you're putting in your body. It's okay to have like one donut. For me, I literally get physically like ill if I eat too many donuts. So I'll have like one or half of one depending on how sweet it is. And then I call it a day and I had the treat and that's fine. But people don't know how to stop. So if you don't know how to stop, I recommend just not having it. If it literally is killing you and you're just drooling for the stuff, fucking eat it. But don't eat like too much. Like, have a taste. Like, it's things like that that kind of really make the difference. It's that self-control and discipline that everybody's begging for, but they never really want to sit down and reflect on why the fuck they don't have it in the first place. Why are you eating so many of them? I know it tastes good, but you're full. Like, think of, like, if you're hungry and you didn't eat anything all day, and like you see that food and you're hungry, eat enough until you're satisfied. But some people stuff their face, they have like 20 fucking donuts. And I mean, like, if that's you, that's you. And if you feel attacked by that, then I mean, that's your shit if the shoe fits. But if you're doing that and you feel bad about you gaining weight, that's when you need to go, holy fuck, why do I do that? And look into the real reason as to why you stuff your face when you've already eaten. It's a very interesting concept that I think about a lot, because I used to be that person. That's honestly the way that I gained all my weight. I gained my weight working at Sonic as an ice cream girl in the back, and then I became a car hop, and then I went back to being an ice cream girl. And that second time that I came back to becoming an ice cream girl is when I gained all my fucking weight. Ice cream was free at the Sonic that I worked at the certain franchise location that I was at. Ice cream is free, and ice cream doesn't fill you up. So I would just eat ice cream all fucking day, and I didn't realize that I was gaining all this weight. I was mindlessly eating and just like going for it or whatever. When you don't recognize and reflect on what you consume on the day-to-day, and you're like, I don't know why I'm gaining weight, it's because you're not actually reflecting on what the fuck you are allowing your hand to, not forcefully, you have control of everything that you put into your body, grabbing it and putting it in your mouth, chewing it, swallowing it, and deciding that you need a lot more. Like, it's all really interesting, this whole like power concept of like you and like all your options, and then us having like blinders into thinking we don't have any options when there's so many. But yeah, get your emotions out of it. Don't eat when you're sad, and then keep your mind into it and just recognize, why am I doing this? Like, take a step back and just be like, do I really need to eat that? Like, is that really gonna benefit me in any sort of way, considering everything that I've already consumed today or that I'm planning to consume later on, and the other activities that you have to do, and the importance of the goals that you've made for yourself, and if that really aligns with what you want for yourself. I eat ice cream every day, okay? So before everyone's just like, well, you must fucking eat like a perfect person. No, I don't. But I don't abuse my body with food. I don't suppress emotions with food. And I also don't punish myself or use food as a form of self-harm, of self-hatred, of resentment to myself or my situation. It's just very interesting when you see food as your fuel rather than your coping mechanism. And all that has to do with overeating. And yeah, thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope I said something that really resonated with you. If you're not sure if I said something that resonated with you, please feel free to refresh this video or start it from the beginning and really think about everything that I'm saying, and hopefully what I'm saying makes sense. Don't forget to comment and subscribe and like this video to enter in for the giveaway. Yeah, you guys have an awesome day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.